neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
I can't tell you what a difference that made.
Warren, I ought to explain.
Just let me tell you, if it wasn't for you, I'd be on the drink again for sure. I mean, just knowing you liked me enough to want to go out with me made all the difference. It gave me back a bit of confidence. And, I know I might be rushing things a bit, but, well, I think it'd be really great if you'd be my girlfriend. You're just what I need to keep me on an even keel. You'd really be saving my life, Charlene.
Really?
Yeah, well, I've always liked you. I mean, ever since that first day you came to school. I didn't think you'd look at me back then, though. I reckon I knew what an idiot I must have looked, stumbling around the school drunker than a monkey.
Well, you were pretty off.
So here's the new me. I brush up pretty well, don't I?
You sure do.
So how about it, then? Why don't we go out together?
It's a bit soon, that's all.
I suppose I'm rushing you a bit, aren't I?
Well, I've been going out with Scott for a long time now. I need to get my act together before I can go out with anyone else.
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
Well, don't get me wrong. I like you. I think you're a really great guy. Maybe things will change once I've got Scott off my mind.
Yeah, so you mean we can still go on seeing each other? I mean, just on a casual basis.
What are you two doing stuck inside? Sun's shining, the birds are singing. Why don't you both come down and keep me company at the park? Help me sell some ice cream.
Well, look, we could go and sit out by your pool. I mean, that'd be getting us outside for a while.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to see Henry in action. You know, watch him beat the kids into line and all that sort of stuff.
I'll have you know, my kids are very well behaved. Come on, Warren, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not, huh?
So, how are we getting there?
Well, on the bus, of course.
Nothing personal, Henry, but I hope I don't bump into anyone I know.
Henry knows that Jane's my girlfriend. I mean, what right's he got to buy her presents?
None. And I bet you Warren's over there giving Charlene an egg big enough to make her sick for a week. Serves her right.
They think they're big time now, working and earning money. I reckon Henry thinks he can win Jane over by buying a fancy present.
And Jane wouldn't fall for that.
Oh, I don't even get to see her much anymore. I mean, Mrs. Mangle wanted to do the dusting this afternoon.
Well, you could have helped, couldn't you?
I wanted to, but Mrs. Mangle was going to have a lie down. She thought that Jane and my talking would keep her awake.
Fancy that.
Oh, sorry, Dad. You trying to sleep?
What does it look like?
Yeah, well, come on, let's go. Sorry.
Kitchen duty is finished for the day. If you want anything else to eat, there are plenty of leftovers in the fridge.
Not for me, thanks, Mrs. Daniels.
I just want a drink, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, don't make a mess, Scott. I've cleaned up in here.
Gran, we won't. Don't worry.
I'll be in the garage unpacking the pictures from the gallery if anyone wants me.
Yep. Everything with Charlene seems to go wrong. And now, Warren of all people. What do they call it? Murphy's Law.
Look, I wouldn't worry about it, mate. Charlene's not going to give you the flick.
Well, why didn't she tell him the truth then?
Because she knows he's going to get hurt. I mean, she can hardly say that you've both been using him, can she?
Well, she better find some way to do it soon, or I'll do it for her.
What's your excuse? Bus breakdown again?
Not this time, Mabel. A lion escaped, and I got dragged in to help try and catch it. Well, it's these costumes Jono makes us wear.
Oh, sure.
You should have seen me. I walked right up to it, I stared it in the eye, and you know what happened then? Rolled over onto its back like a pussycat wanting its tummy scratched. It was unbelievable.
You can say that again. Oh, Jono said he'd be round the Savo, so don't get up to any funny business.
Yeah. You two aren't laughing at Mabel, are you? Don't do that, she's a good bloke. Are you guys going to help or what?
Yeah, right, eh?
Yeah. Hey.
a fit.
It sure is.
And no mucking about, you guys. Mabel said the boss will be coming around, and I'm supposed to be the only one in here. You're supposed to put a cone under it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you got customers.
Oh. Hi, kids, what'll it be?
Vanilla, please.
Vanilla?
And I'll have freckles.
A freckle one. How about you, sweetie? She comes here every week and never buys a thing.
It's Debbie King. I used to babysit her. Mum could never afford to pay me much though. Give her a free one.
I'm losing a job.
Oh, come off it. Don't tell me they know exactly how many cones come out of each container of ice cream.
Look, you... Get out. Quick, get out. There you go, kids. Got some money, maybe? Thank you.
How's it going, Mitchell?
G'day, Jono. Just come on, actually, but I've got Mabel's figures right here. Looks like she had a pretty good morning.
Yeah, not bad. These just never any good for business. Too many big family lunches.
Yeah.
Your supplies all right?
Seem to be. Now everything's under control as far as this band's concerned.
I'm glad to hear you're being friendly to the kids. It's a kiss of death in this business if you can't get on with the littlies.
There's no worries here, Jono. They treat me like the Pied Piper. Usually come flocking when they hear the music.
Well, I suppose I better let you get on with it then.
Good thinking, Chief. Don't want to keep the customers waiting.
Right.
When they get here, that is.
Yeah, right. I'll see you back at the depot.
5 o'clock sharp. Case clear. You can get up now. Oh, sorry about that. There's not much room in here.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Well, who's complaining? You think he might come back?
Henry will lose his job before I get back down there with you.
Your friend Debbie's still here.
Poor kid. How could you be so mean?
If I give her a free ice cream, every kid in Erinsborough will want one. Jono will freak.
Well, I'll buy one.
No, you really shouldn't, mate. It only encourages her to take things from strangers.
She knows me. Debbie, come over here. Tell us what sort of ice cream you want.
Vanilla, please.
Make it a double, Henry. Happy Easter, this is my shout.
Thank you.
That's your good deed for the day.
That was really nice of you, Warren.
Hang on, I'll give you a hand with those.
Thanks. Are they from the exhibition? I'm surprised there are any left. Most of them had sold stickers on them when I was there.
Well, that just goes to show how gullible people are. Just because a painting's in an exhibition doesn't mean to say it's worth having.
Oh, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was a great success.
Oh, it was.
Paul, put them over in the corner.
Give us a hand.
Yeah.
Sorry I wasn't over earlier, Jane.
That's all right. I know you had work to do.
And he'd still be at it if I hadn't threatened to disconnect the computer.
Good for you. He spends far too much time in that office. He's becoming a workaholic.
Yeah, well, that's all going to change. Well, Gail's got some very set ideas about a time for work and a time for play.
Good. Shortbread for afternoon tea?
No, afraid not. Just some biscuits I made.
You can cook as well.
Oh, you'd better not pass judgment till you've tasted them.
Oh, Paul, go inside and put the kettle on, and we'll put them to the test.
Okay. Paul, you put the kettle on.
I think she's taken a shine to you. Matchmakers are certainly moving in thick and fast, though, aren't they?
You're obviously not in the mood to read the paper. Why don't you come to the hospital with us?
Thanks.
Might do you some good. The kids there have real reasons to feel sorry for themselves.
Yeah, I know. I'm too grouchy to cheer anyone up at the moment.
Yeah, you are. All Henry did was buy Jane an Easter egg. She hasn't gone running off with him.
Yet.
Get that for me, will you?
Hello. Hi, Greg.
Hurry up, Des!
Yeah, it sounds great, but I promised I'd go to the kids' Easter party at the hospital.
Carrying that?
Yeah, well, maybe next time. All right. See ya.
You changed your mind quickly. I thought you weren't coming with us.
I'm not. I just couldn't think of anything else to say, that's all.
Tisk, tisk. Fibbing your way out of things like that, I don't know.
Well, the guys are just going to a film festival. They just wanted me to go, that's all.
Oh, I'm glad you're making friends with some of the other students. Why don't you go with them?
I can't afford it. I blew all my money on the Easter eggs.
Oh, look, mate, we appreciate you buying us things, but it's silly to leave yourself short.
I like buying you presents.
And we like getting them. But not if it means you can't afford to go out with your mates occasionally.
Daph's right. Now, how much is it to get in?
About $5. But they usually go and buy coffee and stuff afterwards, you know.
Oh, there you go. Buy yourself some Jaffas with the change. I don't suppose they roll them down the aisles at these serious university pictures.
Oh, thanks, Des. You're a pal. I'll ring Greg back.
Giving the boy handouts like that, I don't know.
Oh, Gran, hasn't anyone ever told you that men hate people seeing their baby pictures?
These aren't baby pictures. You must have been at least 4 in this one.
Yeah, well, if Gail wants to be bored stupid by them, far be it from me to stop her.
Oh, a sailor suit, Paul. Weren't you cute?
He didn't like it much back then either. Put that back, Scott. Those Easter eggs are Lucy's.
Dad, Lucy is not going to be back for ages. They'll be stale by then, I bet you.
I'm sure Lucy won't mind. Anyway, you've had enough of your own.
Oh, I meant to tell you, Paul, Lucy rang this morning. I think some of that French sophistication has rubbed off. She sounded very much the young woman of the world.
Oh. She really loves England. Ruth and the children have been spoiling her to death.
She's going to have such a big head when she gets back home.
I'm sure you'll bring her down to size in no time, Scott.
What on earth were you up to there, Scott?
It's neck and dirt. He tried to follow a wombat down his burrow.
What are you looking at all that old junk for?
It's fun. You don't know how lucky you are being part of a big family. It's pretty lonely with just me and Dad at home.
Yeah, well, it's better than being hassled all the time, isn't it?
Put a lid on it, Scott. You'll get me grumpy in a moment.
Yeah, what's eating you anyway? Oh, don't tell me you've had another fight with Charlene. OK, I won't, because I haven't, if you must know. All right, where is she? Well, she's supposed to be here, but she's out with stupid Warren Murphy, probably. Hey, you can't have it two-timing you like that, mate.
Oh, Paul, she mightn't be doing anything of the sort.
Just the same. If a girl's lucky enough to get a Robinson man, she doesn't stand him up.
If Robinson men have all got egos like yours, maybe do them good to be stood up every now and then.
Fair enough. Just the same, I wouldn't be hanging around here, mate. I'd be off after her. You know, drag her back by the hair. Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, why should I sit around here getting upset?
Now you've got him all stirred up for nothing. She's probably nowhere near that other boy.
Well, thanks, Warren. You can come with me all the time.
Are you kidding? I'd be the first teenage bankrupt.
Sorry about that. I didn't think Debbie would tell all her friends.
Well, it was great for business. Jono was rapt when I went back for more supplies. That's why I gave me the early mark. You know what? I could get a promotion over this.
All you think about the money. What about those kids? You made their day for them.
Oh, I don't reckon I did too badly myself. That company, Charlene.
Don't get carried away. I've spent a lifetime with her.
Yeah, well, you should look around for a girlfriend yourself instead of giving us a hard time.
Well, for your information, I just might have found one.
I hope you don't mean Jane,
It's
because...
not her.
Well, who is she then? Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, couldn't see it was any of your business. But I like her a lot.
Well, good for you, mate. Hey, tell me, is she as gorgeous as this one?
What do you think you're doing, Murphy?
She's dropped you, Robinson, all right? So just clear off.
Haven't told him, have you?
Told me what?
Scott, not now.
Well, someone's got to tell him. Or are you just enjoying leading him on like this? Charlene isn't interested in you. We didn't split up. She only went out with you to get her mother off her back.
What do you mean?
Well, don't you understand? We used you. You were the school drunk. Mrs. Mitchell was supposed to hate the idea of Charlene going out with you, want her to come back to me. How were we to know you'd get your act together?
Is that true?
I'm sorry, mate. She didn't expect it to turn out the way it has.
How could you be so cruel? Well, I hope you're proud of yourself. Never knew you could be so insensitive.
Me insensitive? What about you? Letting me sit home all afternoon and stew over you being out with Warren, then I walk in here and he's all over you. You were supposed to be telling him the truth, not playing footsies.
And so I would have, but it's not easy to tell someone you've been using them. Especially when the rest of their life's such a mess. He thought I was the only one that could stop him going completely off the rails again.
Well, how was I to know?
I would have told you if you'd given me a chance, but oh no, you come charging in here as if you own me or something. Well, you don't, Scott Robinson. And you're not going to tell me who I can be friends with. Right now, Warren needs me and I'm going after him.
No, you're not. Come here, I want to talk to you.
Really? Well, I I don't want to talk to you.
Mate, don't you know by now that you never tell Charlene to do anything?
Please, Warren, stop. I want to explain.
Explain, huh? Scott's done a pretty good job of that already.
I'm sorry, Warren.
Why? Because you took me for such a mug?
I never did that.
Oh, no? Scott was lying, was he?
Well, no, but we never meant to hurt you, honest.
Well, what did you expect? You know I've always liked you. I thought you were a really nice girl, Charlene. That's a laugh, isn't it?
I just didn't think...
I know exactly what you thought. That I'd be the perfect bunny, that your mum would hate me just like everyone else does. Well, I'm sorry I blew it for you.
Warren!
I really thought you were someone special. Well, you and Scott were right. I am a mug. Now just leave me alone.
Thanks for the reminiscences, Mrs. Daniels.
Yeah, I'm going to have a talk to Rob, get a look at the Lewis family album.
It's safely hidden.
Then I'll blackmail him. No photos, no Lassiter's contract.
You'd better not. Dad's on top of the world now that you and Mr. Bishop are investing in the garage.
Well, it hasn't been finalised yet. We've still got another meeting with Harold.
Well, he won't back out, will he? I haven't seen Dad this excited since he was racing.
Oh, he didn't tell us he was a racing car driver.
Oh, no, he didn't actually drive. He was the chief mechanic to my father-in-law.
He certainly keeps very quiet about it.
Oh, he loved it. But he loved Mum more, and she hated everything to do with racing. So he left and started his own garage. When she died, he felt he was too old to go back to all that competitive stuff. Oh, look, I know he carried on like a bear with a sore head most of the time, but he's a real softy underneath.
Oh, I'm sure Harold will see what a good investment it is.
Oh, I hope so. It's very important to Dad. Well, how about a lift home, boss?
Oh, I think we can manage that.
What was that?
Someone who needs to learn some manners, I'd say.
Yeah, I wish he and Charlene had learned to keep their problems to themselves.
Get lost, Charlene.
Not until you'd listen to me.
I already have.
Look, I know we played a lousy trick on you. I just wasn't thinking straight. Mum was really pushing me about going to Brisbane to work.
It's a pity you didn't.
I couldn't leave Scott. Mum and Harold said I'd have to and that I should get used to the idea of going out with other guys. Warren, we didn't mean to use you.
That's not what Scott said.
He wouldn't know what day it was.
Yeah, but you'd still rather go out with him than me. I can't believe you were just stringing me on.
I guess it started like that, but I got to like being with you. That's what made it so hard for me to tell you the truth.
Scott didn't have any trouble.
Yeah, I'll deal with him later. Come back to the house for a while?
Nah. No, not at the moment. I don't think I could handle it.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't never want to see you again.
Who knows?
Hi, Mrs. Daniels. Where's Scott?
In his bedroom.
Well, that's the matter. Sulking, is he? That'd be right. Bet you used to get a kick out of pulling wings off flies as well.
What are you going on about?
Warren, as if you didn't know. You really hurt him, Scott, more than you realise.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if you told him sooner. Anyway, why are you so concerned about Warren all of a sudden?
Because I feel sorry for him. He's had a rotten time.
I've had a pretty rough time too, you know, watching you go out with him. How come you don't feel sorry for me? Or is that nerd more important to you?
Maybe. Treats me very well. Doesn't take me for granted.
Charlene, you're kidding, aren't you?
I don't know anymore, Scott. I've got to admit it. I liked being with Warren.
Better than being with me?
Not better, just different. Things have changed so much. You never used to get so aggro. I feel as if I hardly know you anymore. I'm not even sure I still love you after the way you treated Warren today.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
There we go. You know, I must have been along that road. I don't know how many times. I've never noticed that restaurant before.
You weren't with me then, were you?
So that's why I missed it, is it?
Well, how does the poem go? A wise man never knows the sights that love bestows.
I thought love was supposed to be blind. Oh, either way, Harold, it was a lovely day.
The first of many, I promise.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
Madge?
Oh, no, Harold, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that today was such a rarity. I mean, how often do we get time to ourselves like that?
Well, all the more reason to make the most of it, eh?
Oh, yeah, don't let me interrupt anything. You've only ruined my life, but why should that stop you?
Well, was a lovely day.
Right, come in.
It's your house.
Do you feel like telling me what's wrong?
Particularly. I just broke up with Charlene. This time it's for good, I think.
I see.
Don't think she likes me much anymore.
Well, these things happen, mate. People grow apart. You're both still... Well, let's just say that this probably won't be the last time it happens to either of you.
Well, because of that nerd, Murphy.
Warren Murphy?
Yeah. You know how Mrs. Mitchell thought we were seeing too much of each other and wanted her to go out with other guys?
Yeah?
Well, we chose Warren. With him being a drunk and causing all that trouble, we thought Mrs. Mitchell would go off a tree. We thought Harold would get jealous because of Ray.
Did you now?
Only Warren doesn't drink anymore and's turned into a model citizen. Madge and Harold think he's great. So does Charlene, apparently.
And what about Warren? I mean, did he know that he was only there to scare Madge into letting Charlene go out with you again?
He wouldn't have gone along with it otherwise.
That was a pretty rotten thing to do, wasn't it?
It's just got out of hand. Charlene was supposed to tell him last night.
I'm not surprised she had trouble.
Yeah, but Mrs. Mitchell shouldn't have made her go out with someone else in the first place.
I don't see how that changes anything. Not in the least. I'm sorry that you and Charlene have called it quits, but if you want my opinion, you brought it on yourself.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand how any son of mine could do what you did to Warren.
Used to do a lot of that when I was in prison.
What?
Sit around staring at my feet. Of course, there wasn't much else to do in there. I didn't have a choice. Well, who says I have? There's more than one kind of prison, you know. That's right. The kind other people build for you, and the kind you build for yourself. Oh, I didn't build it, mate. My family and so-called friends did all that for me. I don't know what it was like in your prison, but it's sheer hell in mine. Then let's plan your escape. There is none. All you can do is get so out of it, you just forget who you are. Well, getting drunk's not the answer. That's what you used to do, isn't it? Look, you don't want to let them get to you. It just isn't worth it. Yeah, I know. I used to get on everyone's nerves, you know, drinking and mucking about. So I tried to turn over a new leaf. I really made an effort to change. Didn't do any good, though. I get home at night and all my mum can talk about is what a creep my old man is and how I'm breaking her heart just because I'm turning out like him. Yeah, mothers can be a real drag, can't they? Every girl I talk to just treats me like I'm the biggest nerd there is. Just heard a bit more of Charlene. Because I thought she was someone special. You know, I couldn't believe it when she said she'd go out with me. I thought, wow, you know, this is it. It's really happening. Who was I kidding? Charlene Mitchell and Warren Murphy, what a joke, huh?
Charlene's pretty upset about what happened, you know. She's really annoyed with Scott.
Yeah. She still went along with it.
Yeah, I guess so. But you say your mum's bad. You should try ours sometime. And she means well, but she's really been giving Lenny a hard time about going out with other guys.
Typical. You know, half the time I reckon we'd all be better off without parents.
And Charlene doesn't think you're a nerd. I told you she's upset. You don't know her. She wouldn't be wasting her time chasing around trying to apologise if she wasn't. What do you reckon? You could at least go and talk to her, couldn't you?
I just want to see Charlene. That's all.
And I've told you, nobody's going to see anyone until I find out what's going on.
Charlene is obviously upset about something. Her mother's a right to know why.
Oh, yeah? And what would you know about rights? You're the one who messed everything up for us in the first place.
Scott!
I think you've said enough. You may as well go.
You might as well, Scott. I'm not going to talk to you anyway.
All right. Just like that, is it? Everything is washed up because of that jerk, Warren.
He isn't a jerk.
That's enough, both of you.
I've already asked you to leave
Hey,
once.
you really enjoy sticking your nose
Stop
into other
it
people's
this
lives, don't you?
instant.
Cheeky young devil.
Why don't you just go? You're only making things worse.
Charlene? Warren's outside. He wants to talk to you.
Well, tell him she's busy.
You do nothing of the kind. Charlene, I want to know what's going on, and I want to know now.
Please, Charlene.
I'm waiting.
Just go, Scott. Go home.
Well, you got what you wanted. I hope you're happy.
Well, Henry explained a few things to me. I guess I can sort of understand why he did it now.
Nobody was meant to get hurt, honestly. Only somebody couldn't keep their big fat mouth shut.
He was just jealous. I mean, I guess I can understand that too, you know? I've been pretty jealous of him at times.
Yeah, well, you needn't be anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty mad at him right now, but I'll probably get over it. I usually do, that's just the trouble.
Charlene, you said that you liked me.
And I do.
But not enough to break up with Scott, huh?
I don't know, Warren. I'm pretty mixed up at the moment. If I said yes, it mightn't be true. I'd just end up hurting you again. I need time to work things out. I know I've said that to you before, but I really mean it this time.
Well, I can wait.
Fair enough.
In the meantime, would it be all right if we kept on seeing each other just as friends?
Don't know why you still want to be friends with me after what I did.
Please.
I can't promise anything will come of it.
I know that.
Okay, then.
She won't talk to me, but the second Warren turns up, she's out there like a flash.
Well, she probably feels bad about what you did to him.
Eh?
You have to admit, it was pretty childish, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, and whose side are you on, anyway?
Listen, mate, if I had a buck for every time you and Charlene had a bust-up, I'd be a squillionaire, wouldn't I? You can't expect me to get too worked up about it.
Thanks a lot.
Look, all I'm saying is I think it's about time you grew up a bit.
Like you and Jane, you mean?
Well, at least we don't carry on like you two.
Oh, no? What about when Henry wanted to go out with Jane? Who got all neurotic then? What about your punch-up with Shane? Now, that was real adult stuff, wasn't it?
Look, I've got to go out.
Sorry, I wouldn't want to keep you from your adult university friends now, would I?
Don't be like that. Look, I'll talk to you about it later when you're in a better mood, all right?
Sure.
He's right about one thing. You and Charlene have had lots of fights before. She'll come round.
Not this time, she won't.
Wasn't part of the reason she didn't go to Brisbane because she'd miss you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there I go, and here comes Flaming Warren.
I thought we should meet here. It's a little less formal. Okay, mate.
Stagnite, eh?
Well, Helen had a charity function to go to at the Children's Hospital. A few of the neighbours got together to throw a party for the kids.
Wow, perhaps we could make a real night of it, you know. Well, cats
Rob, I hope you haven't forgotten what happened the last time you tried to get together on a business deal with Harold.
Oh, I'll be sweet this time, mate. With his future stepdaughter working for me, we're practically family.
Look at him now. Just don't underestimate Harold, Rob. He used to have his own stock and station agency. He's no fool when it comes to business.
Oh, Daddy, it'll be sweet.
Hello, Harold. Come in.
Ah, thank you. Ah.
Scott's a little troubled at the moment.
Don't apologise, Jim. I've already had a sample of his rudeness once today.
Well, where's the lovely match tonight, then, Harold? Why didn't you bring her with you?
I told her we'd be discussing business. She decided to stay home. Now, I believe you got some figures for me to have a look at.
Yeah, here they are. Jim's been through them. You'll find they're all in order.
Yes, well, we'll know that when I've had a look at them myself, won't we?
So that's why Harold and I wanted you to go out with other boys. Just so that you wouldn't think Scott was the only one in the world. And the fact that you feel this way about Warren just proves that we were right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how you feel.
I knew you were going to say that. Why do people always say that? You don't know how I feel.
Well, as it happens, this time I do. When I was going out with Harold originally, he was the be-all and end-all. I never thought there'd ever be another man. And along came your father.
Freddie to the rescue, huh?
Breaking up with Harold was the hardest thing I ever did.
And look what a mistake that was.
I don't regret it for a minute.
What?
Oh, Fred and I had bad times, but they weren't all bad. And more importantly, if there'd been no Fred, there'd be no Henry and no you. I can't regret that.
That's fighting dirty.
Something I learned a long time ago is to take each day as it comes. Why don't you just think about what you've got going for you at the moment? You start a new job tomorrow, you'll be making new friends, earning your own money. In a couple of weeks, you'll wonder what all the fuss was about.
I hope so.
Warren's a nice boy. But if you decided that you preferred his company to Scott's, why was he so absurd? Oh, well. Suppose he had his reasons.
So, you're projecting a 40% return in the first year. It's a bit optimistic, isn't it?
Jim's accountant's been over the figures.
He said 40% was the best we could expect, but he felt that the projections were as accurate as they could be under the circumstances.
No, what's the worst we can expect?
25%.
I see. Well, it all looks good on paper. Of course, I want my solicitor to go over the whole deal.
No worries. Those figures will stand up to any inspection. Well, I reckon this calls for a drink, don't you? The usual mineral water for you, Harold?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Oh, come on, you're amongst friends now. You can't make a proper toast with mineral water. You're not going to tell us you never, ever have an occasional drop of the real stuff, are you?
Never, ever.
No? Oh, I always admire a man with the courage of his convictions. I've been meaning to cut down myself. Not that I drink that much, just a social tinny now and again. Helps me forget about work. You know what it's like.
On the contrary, I've always been able to maintain my business without the help of artificial stimulants.
Well, perhaps it would be best if we shook on it then.
Yes, that's the ticket. Gentleman's agreement.
Quite. A gentleman's agreement.
So, what's her name, Henry?
Who?
You know who. Of course I want to see you. I wouldn't have called if I didn't.
All right, Charlene.
Who is she?
Just someone I met when I was out selling ice creams. She liked buying them and I like selling them to her.
Well, she must have a name.
Probably. Most people do.
Uh-huh.
All right, that'll do, that'll do. Now, listen, Henry, I don't have to start work until 2 o'clock today. Perhaps you'd like to bring your friend back for lunch.
I've just met her. I don't think we're up to the take you home and meet mum stage yet.
Henry, I was simply suggesting that you bring the girl here for a bite to eat. Not that we sit around discussing your wedding arrangements, but if you don't want to, that's fine by me.
We're not good enough for her.
Nobody said that.
It certainly sounded like that to me.
Okay, I'll bring her home for lunch. I just didn't want anyone messing things up between us.
Now, why on earth would anyone want to do that?
Oh, I don't know. I just might, that's all. Look, I gotta go get ready.
Weird.
Yes, well, I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. You better get going. You don't want to be late on your first day. Now, I cut you your lunch. It's on the bench.
Oh, you needn't have bothered, Mum. I'll be coming home for lunch too.
But I've already made it.
You don't think I'm going to pass up a chance of meeting Henry's new girlfriend, do you? See you later. Hi, Charlotte.
You nervous?
Oh, of course not.
First day's always the worst.
I'll be all right as long as I stay out of Mr. Lewis's way.
Yeah, it can be difficult if he wants to be.
I'll handle it. It's a bit funny starting work. Nothing's ever going to be the same.
Well, that's what Scott said.
Sorry?
Nothing will ever be the same. He thinks you're serious about splitting up.
Well, maybe I am. In any case, it's none of your business.
Right, well, I'll go and check the shop then.
He's just worried about you and Scott. He didn't mean anything. I'm sick of people sticking their noses in, that's all. Oh, how we'll talk about being nosy.
Excuse me, are you open yet?
No, sorry, Sue, not for another 10 minutes or so.
Oh, right. Are you starting work today?
You hear a lot, don't you?
I only wanted to wish you good luck.
Pull the other one?
No, really. I know what it's like. I'm starting work myself soon. It's a bit scary, isn't it? I'm working at the Pacific Bank with Mrs. Clarke's husband, actually. I'm really looking forward to it.
I just wanted to wish you good luck. You believe that and you'll believe anything.
Sue working with Des. I hope she won't be up to any of her old tricks again.
Don't count on it. She won't change. There's trouble wherever she goes. See you later.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, I'm going to need it working for Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Another rub over, bring it up nicely.
Yes, Mr. Lewis.
Hi.
Beat it.
Just give me a few minutes.
You heard me?
I hardly slept at all last night.
Try drinking warm milk.
Charlene, please.
Look, you already lost one job for me.
What's going on?
Nothing. He was just leaving.
Well, go on, clear off. This is a garage, not a flaming milk bar.
What's the point?
Oh, you're no better at hiring a girl. I suppose half the kids in the neighborhood are going to be hanging around here now, are they?
Look, I didn't ask him. It won't happen again.
It better not.
Thanks.
When did he come in?
No, you don't. Not in here.
I just want to have a word with him.
I know. But if you wanted to help Scott, the time was last night when he needed you. Why couldn't you have taken him to the film festival?
Because he wouldn't have gone on well with my uni friends. What am I supposed to do, stand around for 12 months while he finishes his final year at school?
I don't know. Depends on how much you value the way he's stuck by you since you moved to Ramsay Street, doesn't
Listen, Daph, if I stayed at home every time Scott and Charlene had a fight, I wouldn't go anywhere, would I? You don't understand. I mean, after the movie last night, we went to a coffee shop. It was great. We talked about it. I mean, I always thought you went to a movie just to enjoy yourself, you know?
What a weird idea.
Oh, there's more to it than that. You didn't go to uni, you wouldn't understand.
No, but I'm beginning to.
I want to talk to you, mate. I've already heard it.
You are pinching my girlfriend.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I'm wanting you to stay away from her.
Yeah, and what about Charlene, huh? She just might have something to say in the matter.
Okay, boys, take your arguments outside.
Look, I didn't start it. I was just trying to finish my coffee.
Well?
Forget it.
Oh, if he's not home soon, I'll have to go back to work.
You shouldn't have come home in the first place.
It's not a concentration camp, Mum. I get him home for lunch. I can do anything I like.
Yes, well, you want them to think you're keen. I think you're not interested at all if you run off at every chance you get.
I wouldn't have come home at all if Henry hadn't made such a big mystery about his new girlfriend.
Oh, Henry can make drama out of eating a bowl of cornflakes. He's always been the same.
Who has?
You has.
I has what?
Oh, never mind about that. Where is she?
Well, she's waiting out in the veranda. She's a bit nervous.
Oh, that's silly.
I'll get her in.
Lenny, wait a minute.
All right, I'm not going to bite her head off. Oh, no!
Hi, Charlene.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good
I bet Sue's the last person you expected to see.
You can say that again.
I thought you'd have better taste. No wonder you were so scared about coming in. Only you'd have the nerve to turn up here.
Now, wait a minute, Lenny.
Perhaps I better leave.
What a great idea.
Look, Sue's having lunch with us, and if you don't like it, Lenny, you can leave.
I live here. And she's not welcome.
Charlene, that's enough. Sue's a guest here and she's Henry's friend.
Some friend? You must be desperate to want to go out with her. I told you about all the trouble she caused me last year.
That was last year. And you gave Sue a pretty hard time, too.
You told him that, did you?
No, she didn't. But I know you, Lenny. You always give as good as you get.
I'll stop at the pair of you. Come on, Charlene, help me with the lunch.
There's no way I'm hanging around while she's here.
It suits us fine.
I'm sorry, Sue. But you might have known that Charlene wouldn't be exactly thrilled to see you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I just thought after all this time everything would be all right.
Well, I'm afraid forgiving and forgetting is not this family's strongest suit.
Oh, Mum, not you as well. Sue's never done anything to you.
It's all right, Henry. I gave Charlene heaps last year. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused Mrs. Mitchell. I'll get going.
There's no need for that, Sue. Henry, you take Sue to the table. I'll dish up.
Thanks, Mum. I told you to be all right.
Oh, g'day, Dad.
Hi. Yeah. Don't you ever take time off? Easter Monday is a public holiday, you know.
Look, he's talking.
The only business I've had all day. It seems hardly worth staying open.
Ah, well, I was just going to have a juice and an apple, but seeing you're struggling with the profits, I better have a couple of pies as well.
I haven't seen Helen for a while. How is she?
Still brooding over what Chris Wilton thought of her paintings. Convinced herself that she's totally untalented now.
Well, other people obviously have different ideas, otherwise they wouldn't buy her paintings.
You try and tell Gran that. We've all let it go, but we just can't get through to her.
I will. She's just being oversensitive. Most artists are like that.
Yeah, well, I hope she gets over it soon. Thanks, see ya.
So, yeah.
G'day, Charlene.
Yeah, what's good about it? Things not going too well with Rob at the garage, eh?
Everything's fine down there.
Then what's the problem? Had another blue with your mum?
Not Mum. Henry. You wouldn't believe who he's taking out. Sue Parker.
Oh, see.
After all the trouble she got me into last year. Well, perhaps she's changed. What? You've got to be joking.
Look, Henry is not stupid. If Sue's putting on an act, he'll soon see through it.
Don't you believe it? You know what they say about love being blind? Goes double for the Mitchells. Always falling for the wrong people.
Maybe your relationship with Scott is really what all this is about.
What happened between Scott and me doesn't excuse Henry. If he had any family loyalty, he wouldn't even speak to Sue Parker. I'll have a milkshake and a salad sandwich, thank you.
A little more shading under the cheekbones. I wish I had your talent for faces.
Stop putting yourself down, Gran.
I'm not.
You are, and you've been doing it ever since that Chris Wilton left. Yeah, who cares what she thinks anyway?
What did you do that for? You were going very well.
That's what I thought too.
Are you and Charlene still at odds over Warren Murphy? Your father explained it all.
Yeah, well, you can spare me the lecture, Gran. Dad's already taken care of that.
Well, I must say I don't approve of what you did to poor Warren, but I'm sorry there's been a split between you and Charlene. But why don't you try and make up with her?
She won't even talk to me. You know, I always thought we'd be together. One day we'd settle down, get married, have a few kids.
Oh, darling, surely things can't be as bad as all that. You've had arguments before.
Yeah, not like this one, Gran. No, this time it's really it. It's just sometimes it's just hard to stop caring, that's all.
Yes, it is.
Penny for them. Sorry? Why don't you tell me what it's all about? Nothing more to tell. If Henry wants to go out with Nosy Parker, there's nothing
about Scott. That's what's really upset you, isn't it?
I thought he really cared about me.
He does. We all know that.
No, I mean really loved me. Not just kid stuff. Mum and Harold are always saying we're too young to know what it's all about. I thought we did know. Until Scott started acting like a jealous kid over Warren.
You can't blame him for being jealous. I certainly would be if Des got too friendly with another woman, no matter how innocent it was.
No, you wouldn't. You'd sit down and discuss it like mature adults. I bet you're thinking that's what Scott and I should be doing right now.
Charlene, love's got nothing to do with age. I was younger than you two when I had my first big romance, and a breakup's every bit as painful at 15 as it is at 50. Now, Scott's just lashing out because he's so scared he's going to lose you. And you're all angry and huffy with everyone for exactly the same reason. I'm right, aren't I?
I just wish we never got back together. Then I'd have gone to Brisbane when Mum wanted me to. I wouldn't be feeling like this now.
Good heavens, I'm going to be late for work if I don't get a move on.
Oh, I'll do that.
No, I can manage.
Go and get ready for work, Mum. Sue and I can handle the dishes.
Oh.
We won't break anything, I promise.
Well, thank you very much. You have just witnessed a miracle, my son offering to do the dishes. You should come to lunch more often.
She's not such a dragon, is she?
No, she's nice. I'm sorry that Charlene's so riled up, though.
She really annoys me sometimes. She shouldn't have been so rude.
I don't blame her. She's not the only one in Ramsay Street who hates my guts. You're about the only one who doesn't.
Mum doesn't hate you. Charlene will just have to get used to seeing you around. You heard what Mum said about you coming to lunch more often.
I hope my reputation doesn't ruin things for me when I start working with Jess Clarke at the bank.
Look, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. My past hasn't been so hot, but I don't let it get me down. And you shouldn't either. You know what? I think we should forget about the past and concentrate on right now.
In that case, I think we better do the washing up, don't you?
I made a mess of things, haven't I?
You've certainly given Warren a hard time. But there's no use moralising to you about it now. You've all come out of it with wounds to lick. The point is, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Scott and I have had it, that's for sure. Maybe I should get serious with Warren. At least he cares about me.
Oh, good thinking, Charlene. I'm sure Warren will be thrilled to know that he's second best again. You're hardly being fair to either of them, are you?
What else am I supposed to do? Whichever way I jump, someone's going to get hurt. The way Scott's been carrying on, he's the one who deserves to cop it.
You're so angry with Scott, you're not thinking straight. And believe me, Charlene, you're going to have to think this through properly.
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to mess either of them around.
The only decision you have to make is about your own feelings. Now, there's no use going out with Warren if it's Scott you really care about. For everyone's sakes, you're going to have to do some honest, and I mean honest, heart-searching. Who do you want? Scott or Warren?
I can't tell you how delighted I am to have my portrait at last. No matter what anybody else says, I still think you've done a remarkable job in capturing... What was it you said?
The fighting spirit of Australia.
Yes, that's it exactly.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Nell. But I really must be going home.
Have you time for a cup of tea?
Well, no,
Just a quick one.
All right.
Oh, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
You've done such a good job with my portrait. I've been wondering if I could prevail upon you to do one of Jane. It would look rather well hanging over here, don't you think?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not painting anymore, Nell.
Well, surely not because of what that Mrs. Wilson said about your work.
No, of course not. It's just that I'm very busy in the office these days, and there really isn't time for a hobby like painting.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You have such a unique talent.
Oh, well, I'm sure the art world will survive the loss.
In my opinion, that Wilton woman wouldn't know her onions from her cabbages.
She was highly qualified.
Oh, qualifications mean nothing these days. Everybody has them. What you have is something much more important. You have the same quality you recognized in me, the fighting spirit. Surely you're not going to let a little criticism get you down, especially coming from a foreigner.
Oh, hi, Madge. Blanche, what can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if you would be able to make me a quiche that I could take home tonight.
I've got time to make you a dozen if you like.
Oh, thanks, Daphne. I do hate cooking when I get home from work.
Same here. What sort would you like? Spinach, cheese?
Surprise me.
I hear Henry's given you one surprise today already. Sue Parker.
How on earth did you know about that?
Charlene dropped in for lunch.
Oh, she did she? Well, I've got a little surprise for her when she gets home tonight, a lecture on manners. She had no right to sling off at Sue like that, not when the girl had been invited for lunch.
Madge, don't be too hard on her. She's very upset about Scott.
Oh, so she's told you about that, has she?
She's not very proud of herself.
Just what exactly has she been up to?
I thought you knew.
I'd be the last person Charlene would tell, but I'd be very grateful if you would.
I'm sorry, Madge, I can't. She told me in confidence.
Well, so much for my rights as her mother. It seems to me that my daughter will blab at the drop of a hat to anyone who's prepared to listen. But if I want to know something, I've got to drag it out of her. I'll collect the quiche after work.
Hi, Mrs. Mitchell.
Well, you look remarkably composed for someone who's in a great deal of trouble.
What do you mean?
All this fuss about you and Charlene and Warren.
Look, I know what I did to Warren was pretty lousy, but I don't need you to have a go at me about it as well. If you and Harold hadn't tried to break up Charlene and me in the first place, then none of this would have happened.
Yes, well, before I take the blame for that, I'd like to know exactly what you two did.
Charlene hasn't told you?
No. But don't let that deter you from filling me in on the details.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Charlene.
Come in. What's that? Something exciting?
Oh, no, only our dinner. I opted out of cooking tonight.
Very sensible. I wish I'd done the same.
Is Scott home?
No, he's at the gymnasium with his father.
Oh.
What's the problem?
Charlene. Oh, I'm fed up to the back teeth with her. Apparently there's some terrible mystery surrounding this latest breakup with Scott, and it concerns Warren Murphy. Well, Charlene won't tell me anything about it.
I doubt if Scott will either.
Oh, well, someone's got to tell me. Helen, do you know what's going on?
Yes, I do, but
I see another dead end. Daphne knows. Charlene saw fit to confide in her. Seems I'm the only one who doesn't know. And frankly, Helen, I'm worried sick. Just what have those two been up to?
All right, Madge, I'll fill you in. I think it's about time you knew.
Splendid, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is.
Such a pity Mrs. Daniels has decided to give up her painting, don't you think?
Well, actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I see. Well, come through, Mr. Robinson. Please.
Yeah.
I did my best to dissuade her, of course, but I'm afraid my words fell on deaf ears.
Well, there is a way we can help Gran get her confidence back. But I'm going to need a favour from you.
Oh, of course. Name it.
I want you to lend me the painting. It's only for a little while.
But how will that help, Mrs. Daniels?
Well, I'd rather not discuss the details with anyone at the moment. All I need is the painting.
But it only came into my possession today.
Mrs. Mangle, if things work out the way that I'm hoping, then the value of that painting is likely to increase quite considerably.
Oh. Well, of course, anything to see your grandmother happy again.
Thanks, Mrs. Mangle. I knew I could count on you.
Mum was pretty mad with you at lunchtime, and I'll bet anything you like she'll still be mad when she gets home.
Who cares?
I do. You had no right to get stuck into Sue like that.
She's lucky I didn't thump her. You had a nerve bringing her here. I told you about all the rotten things she did to me at school last year.
She's trying to change. Why don't you give her a chance?
Don't kid yourself, Henry. You're going to find out the hard way unless you're smart enough to dump her first.
Well, I've got news for you, Lenny. I've got no intention of dumping her. I like her.
You always did have rocks in your head. Wake up, she's just using you to cause trouble for me.
You're a fine one to talk about using people, Charlene.
What have I done now?
The way you've been carrying on lately absolutely disgusts me. And what you and Scott did to Warren was unforgivable.
You've been talking to Daphne, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I have, but I failed to see
There's
what...
one thing I can't stand to stop it. I'm going to go and kill her right now.
Charlene! Oh, good heavens, Daphne didn't tell me Helen did. I better go and sort this out.
Let her go, Mum. Daphne will set her straight.
Oh, yes, of course, Daphne solved everything, won't she? I'm the one who has to come home every night to a battlefield. I mean, night after night, Charlene throws tantrums, making life difficult for everybody else. Would you pass me the carving knife, please, Henry?
Maybe she's like that because everyone makes life so difficult for her.
Who does? I certainly don't. Anyway, you'd be the last person I'd expect to be defending her. The two of you were at it hammer and tongs not 5 minutes ago.
I'm not making excuses for the way she treated Sue. She's had a pretty rough time of it lately, and she's my little sister. Well, that counts for a lot with me.
So much for trusting you. You said you understood. Well, pimping on me to my mother isn't my idea of understanding. It's the last time I tell you anything, that's for sure. Now, hold it 1 minute. Don't you ever speak to me like that again. Sorry. I did see Madge today, but I didn't tell her anything. It's only a matter of time before your mother found out anyway. Well, who told her then? I don't know. But one thing's for sure. If you were as grown up as you insist you are, you would have told your mother the truth in the first place. Sorry, Daphne. I should have known you wouldn't let me down. Foot and mouth disease, it's my trouble. You're doing a good job of it all round, aren't you? Don't know why you bother with me. Because I think you're worth it. Now it's time for a lecture. All your problems stem from one thing, indecision. Ever since you left school, you've been drifting, and you can't live life willy-nilly. To be successful at it, you've got to know what you want and set yourself goals to achieve it. I used to know exactly what I wanted. To be a motor mechanic and to keep going out with Scott, right? And now you've lost sight of both. You don't know what you want anymore. Remember what I said to you at lunchtime about getting yourself together and making a few honest decisions? It's not that simple. Oh, yes, it is. But no one else can do it for you, Charlene. If you want to get your life back into some sort of order, then it's up to you to make the effort.
Here you go, put Charlene's in the fridge. I'm sure Daphne's already given her dinner. She seems to run to Daphne for anything she needs lately.
Thanks for making the big effort with Sue today. She reckons you're great.
In spite of what Charlene says, Henry, I do try. You rather like Sue, don't you?
And she's fun. I know you don't think that much of her, but give her a fair go, OK?
Henry, far be it from me to interfere in your life. Charlene never takes notice of a word I say, so why should you?
Charlene's not a little kid anymore. Why don't you let her make up her own mind about things?
Yes, I should have let nature take its course with Scott. Life would be a lot easier if I had. I trust you're in a better mood than when you left, young lady.
Sorry, Mum.
Your dinner's in the fridge.
Thanks, but I'm not very hungry.
Just what is the matter with you lately? I mean, why can't you talk to me instead of rushing across to Daphne all the time? We used to be able to communicate.
It's not your fault, Mum. It's just I've had a bit of trouble growing up and being responsible for myself. I think I can handle that now.
Good. Glad to hear it.
That's why I've decided it'd be best for everyone all round if I left.
Pardon?
I want to move out of home. Find somewhere else to live.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
They're a bit leery, aren't they?
A bit. But I had some wool left over from a scarf I knitted years ago. I think they'll look quite sweet and mix and match, don't you?
Oh, what does Des think?
I don't know. I'll ask him when he gets home.
Where is he?
He's at the waterhole having a drink with Paul. Why? What's the problem?
Well, I was sort of wondering if I could have a small advance on my wages.
Well, what happened to the money Des gave you last night?
Well, I know I used that, but I want to go to the film festival again and take Jane this time, you know. Get her to meet my friends.
Well, all right. But no more borrowing against your wages, OK?
I promise, I promise.
20 enough?
Fine, thank you. I'll get it. Mrs. Mitchell,
Oh,
come in.
hello, Mike.
Get here, Madge.
I gather Charlene was here earlier.
Yes.
Daphne, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding, but the minute she discovered I knew the full story about Warren, she assumed you'd told me. Thanks.
There was a bit of aggro when she arrived, but we soon sorted that out. Charlene's pretty reasonable when she's given a chance.
I haven't noticed. She wants to leave home.
When
did she decide that?
Tonight, just after she'd spoken to you. Did you put her up to it?
Oh, Madge, of course I didn't. All I said to her was that if she's got a problem, she's the only one who can solve it. Nothing more, honestly.
Oh, typical of me. Barging in without thinking. Like mother, like daughter. I'm sorry, Daphne.
Well, I think most mothers get upset when their kids want to leave home.
Oh, but Charlene's such a child. I've got to stop her, but I haven't got a clue how.
Then why try?
Oh, Daphne, she's hopeless. She doesn't know what goes on in the outside world.
Well, maybe it's about time she found out. Once she discovers there's not as much fun out there as she thinks it is, she'll be glad to come home.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just so worried about it. I don't think she's ready yet.
Mothers never think their kids are ready. Madge, let her go. It's the only way I'll keep her.
Surely you wouldn't want to be involved with the day-to-day running of the garage, would you? After all, being a tradesman is all very well for the likes of Rob Lewis, but you're used to cleaner work.
Yeah, well, work is work, Mrs. Maggle, and I have no intention of giving that Rob Lewis a free hand with my money. Oh.
True, there is that to be considered.
And I have a much broader vision. I'm sure I could extend that business far beyond what he could do by himself.
Nan, do I look all right?
Oh, you look lovely, dear.
I'm not sure what people wear to film festivals, and, well, I'm a bit nervous as to what Mike's uni friends will think of me.
They will think that you're absolutely enchanting, my dear. And if I may say so, I think you're dressed very appropriately for an evening of culture.
I hope so.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I'm going to visit Madge.
So late?
She's having one or two problems with young Charlene, and I feel that I must lend my support.
Oh, such a trial, that girl. What on earth has she been up to now?
It's a family matter, Mrs. Mangle. You'll understand if I don't discuss it.
Of course.
Oh, have a good time, Jane.
Thanks. Oh, that'll be Mike.
I'll let him in. Oh, come in, Mike. You're expected.
Hi. Hi, Mrs. Mangle.
Mike.
So, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going crazy or what? I'm sure there was a picture there before.
Paul wanted to borrow it.
Well, what for?
Beats me, Nan.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know. Paul was most mysterious. Oh, perhaps I should have refused. But I didn't want to appear churlish. And besides, he mentioned the possibility of an increase in its value. Rather a pleasant prospect, don't you think?
So this is what you do while I'm hard at work down at the gym?
You've been working out all this time?
Yep, working his elbow. He's been having a beer with Des and me.
Uh-huh. Truth will out.
Thanks, mate. Scott won't be home for a while. He met some school friends down at the gym.
Apart from catching the old man out, I met somebody else down at the waterhole. An old school friend, Mark Gibson.
Oh, yes, I remember him. How is he?
Well, he's doing well. Oh, he's working on acquisitions for the State Museum, but he's temporarily been seconded to the MacArthur Foundation.
And what's he doing there?
Well, he's on the selection committee for the MacArthur Award for Art. And he was telling me, actually, that applications are about to close.
Well, he'll have a big job ahead of him.
Yeah. Graham, it's not too late. Why don't you submit a painting?
If that's a joke, Paul, it isn't very funny. You know I'm not painting anymore.
Only because you've lost confidence. And it's crazy to let one person's opinion do that to you.
Not if that person was right.
Oh, who says?
Paul, I don't want to discuss it. I'm not submitting, and that's that.
But, Gran...
No. No, dinner's in the oven. There's plenty there, Paul, if you're hungry.
I hope you know what you're doing. She'll be furious when she finds out.
Not if the committee likes a painting, she won't. She'll be so pleased she won't have time to be angry with me.
You hope.
I think it's time we stop talking about it. Charlene should be brought from her room right now and be told very firmly that she is not leaving home.
Not now, Harold. She's already resentful enough of both of us. We don't want to make things worse.
We will make things worse if she thinks we're pandering to her mood. She needs discipline. Well, it may be a bit late, but it's better than nothing.
I don't agree.
But she's a child. We can't leave her to make adult decisions.
We were wrong about Charlene, Harold. She's quite old enough to decide who she goes out with. We should have accepted that.
Well, that's as maybe, but if there's one thing for certain, she is not leaving this house.
Well, I'm sorry, Harold, you're too late. I've already decided to let her go.
But she can't. She's far too immature to be left to her own devices.
Harold, don't you understand? She is going to go no matter what we say. Now, I would far rather she walked out an open front door than climbed out a window at night. At least this way I know where she is.
All right. If you made up your mind, I won't try to dissuade you. Just hope you know what you're doing, that's all.
That's the trouble. I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I just know I have to do it.
My pleasure.
Good morning,
Morning,
ladies.
Paul.
Good morning. Ooh.
Jane, I know work can be boring, but you haven't even started yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to a film festival last night with Mike and we got home pretty late.
I didn't know you were a film buff.
Well, I'm not really. The films were okay, but well, afterwards we went and had coffee with some of Mike's friends and talked about what we'd seen, and I could hardly follow a word of it.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, it's true. I wasn't about to admit that I couldn't keep up with the conversation, so I just kept quiet. I think they must have thought I was a bit thick.
Jane, nobody could ever think that of you. Unless, of course, they were a bit thick themselves.
Well, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Anytime. Poor old Jane. I can just see those pretentious first-year students having a deep and meaningless discussion about film.
So can I, remembering your first days at uni.
It's all like that.
Briefly, you grew out of it, though.
Pleased to hear it.
Paul, about last night, I'm sorry I was so defensive about the MacArthur Award.
Oh, that's okay, great.
I know you meant well, but I'm just not prepared to face that sort of challenge again. Can you understand?
Of course I can. And I won't press you anymore. I think it's your decision, and you're old enough to make it for yourself.
Yes, I think I might be.
Are you there, Madge?
Come in, Harold. I'm leaving for work in a few minutes, so you won't be able to stay long.
No, what I have to say won't take long. It's about Charlene.
Oh, Harold, really, I don't want to argue about that any further.
Well, neither do I.
You don't?
I did a lot of thinking after I left here last night about my attitude to Charlene, and I'd been acting like an overbearing father. And if I was honest, I did exactly the same thing with my own children. Didn't work then either. Sorry, Madge.
Oh, Harold, you tried to do the right thing.
Try telling David that. I practically forced him into doing accountancy. And now I'm lucky if he rings me at Christmas. As for Carrie, the only time I ever know where she is when she writes to me telling me she's run out of money. Look, no matter what trouble you've had with Charlene and Henry, at least you know they genuinely love you.
Oh, Harold, you've done your best. Nobody can ask more than that. You know, I am very lucky to have you, to have somebody who really cares what happens to my kids.
Well, now, what are we going to do about Charlene, eh? It's her first job. How will she possibly handle the bond, electricity, things like that?
Badly, I should imagine. Although she's talking about trying to find someone to share with.
Is that wise? I mean, she's very impressionable. She might get in with the wrong sort.
My sentiments exactly. However, I haven't told Charlene yet, but I am going to advance her the bond and the first month's rent on a place of her own. I'll even help her find it.
Oh, very wise. At least that way you'll still have some control,
Oh,
eh?
no, Harold, I'm afraid not. Any help I give Charlene from now on has got to have no strings attached. She'd see through me in 5 seconds flat.
You're right, of course. You're being much more sensible about this than I am. Tell you what, whatever you and Charlene decide upon, I'll back you all the way.
Oh, you've no idea how good it is to hear that.
Oh, I've a rough idea.
Jane said you're alone. Okay if I come in?
Sure. Are you busy?
Not very, I'm afraid.
Good. Then you'll be free to show Mr. Udigawa around. Well, his flight from Tokyo should be touching down right about now.
Oh, yes, the Japanese businessman. Is he being met at the airport?
Oh, I've arranged all of that. He'll be staying at Lassiter's while he's here. Oh, he's here mainly to work. But if he wants to do the tourist bit, he's going to need a hostess.
Which is where I come in.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
No problem at all. I'll enjoy it. In fact, I like koalas just as much as the Japanese do.
Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
Oh, it's all right, Madge. I was just leaving. I'll get on to Mrs. Mangle right now and make sure Mr. Udigawa's suite's ready.
Right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
So, what can I do for you, Madge? Have a seat.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's Charlene. She has decided she's old enough to leave home, and against my better judgment, I've decided to let her.
It's all a bit sudden, isn't it?
Oh, it's been brewing for a while. Anyway, I've told her I'll help her find a place, and I just wondered if any of your properties were vacant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Madge, not a one at the moment. Wouldn't you be better off going through an estate agent, though?
Oh, yes, I suppose I would, but I'd really rather deal with somebody I know.
There's one place that comes to mind. What do you think of Lassiter's caravan?
Not much. Nor did Shane, obviously, or he wouldn't have moved into a flat with that friend of his.
Oh, come on, Madge. The reason Shane moved out is because he was running out of room for his stereo equipment and spare bike parts. Look, the caravan may not be the rich, sure, but it's cheap and it's close to home.
Oh. No, it may be all right for a boy, but I don't fancy my daughter camping out like a nomad. No, I think I'll have to try and find her a bed sit somewhere handy.
Oh, best of luck. There's not too many in Erinsborough. Well, not vacant anyway.
There's no need to read the contract through. That's the usual legal mumbo-jumbo.
I couldn't possibly go to the solicitors or sign a document until I was sure exactly what was in it.
Don't suit yourself, but you'll find it's all in order.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Still, I prefer to check. And if you don't mind, I'd like to go to the garage when we're finished here. I'd like to familiarise myself with the whole setup.
Yeah, well, we're pretty busy at the moment.
Excellent, excellent. I'll be able to see how things actually work before I make my final decision, eh?
I thought you had made it.
Good Lord, no. No, I could never commit my money to something until I first made sure that everything was in working order.
You want to check out everything?
Everything.
So you had a good time last night?
I thought your friends were interesting, and, well, I like listening to them.
So you wouldn't mind coming to see some more films? There's some really good ones on this week.
That'd be great. And in return, how about I buy you lunch today?
Well, I've got classes till 12:30.
Well, I could meet you at the coffee shop at 1.
You're on.
Mike was just leaving.
Yeah. See you later.
Miss Udegawa, I'd like to introduce my secretary, Miss Jane Harris.
How do you do?
It's a pleasure to meet such an attractive young woman.
Oh, well, thank you.
Come through. Oh, and this is Helen Daniels, Mr. Udegawa.
How do you do?
Ah, so I've heard of you. You are Rosemary Daniels' mother, yes?
Yes, I am indeed.
She is a very clever woman. You must be proud of her.
I am.
Yes, and not only is Helen Rosemary's mother, but she's also my grandmother.
Impossible. You're too young.
Ah, thank you, but I'm afraid it's true.
I believe that it is also true. Your son-in-law is a businessman.
Yes, he's an engineer. He has his own company.
So many in one family involved in business. Very good. My family is the same.
Was Harold meeting us at the solicitor? I tried to phone him, he wasn't there.
He's been here, getting under my feet. He's been here, he's been there, at the bank. Under the cars, you name it, he's been doing it. And do you know what he had the nerve to tell me? My workshop's too dirty. It's truth, whoever heard of a clean workshop?
You didn't do anything to upset him, though, did you?
Don't panic, I've been keeping myself under control. I've bit my tongue so often it needs stitches.
Oh, just hang in there. Once he's signed, you can get him out of your hair.
It won't be too soon for me, I can tell you.
Oh, Jim, I've been watching the cars being cleaned, and, well, you wouldn't care to come and have a look, would you?
Well, not particularly. Why?
Bit worried about Charlene. I think the work might be a bit too heavy for her.
I wouldn't let Charlene hear you say that. She's liable to accuse you of chauvinism.
Couldn't find a job in the office for her. Could be something more suitable.
I didn't hire her to type. I hired her to clean cars. And while she's working for me, that's what she's going to do. Get it?
I'm merely making a suggestion.
Let's leave who works where until after. If we don't get moving, we're going to be late.
Right.
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 I haven't got anything planned for him till dinner. He's feeling a bit jet-lagged. He could probably do with the rest.
Well, what do you think? Are we impressing him so far?
Yes. Unless he's putting on an extremely good act.
I think he's absolutely charming.
Oh, you would.
Well, I'm not averse to a bit of flattery, especially considering how scarce it is at home.
The weekend rosters, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, thanks.
Although you didn't inform me personally, I'm told that Mr. Udegawa is a very important gentleman. Will there be any need for special culinary considerations?
What did you have in mind, Mrs. Mangle?
Well, I'm not sure. Perhaps seaweed or raw fish, soy sauce?
Not necessary. Mr. Udegawa has assured me that when in Rome, do as the Romans. Now, any other problems?
Well, I was wondering when I could have back that item you borrowed.
Oh, very soon. Well, I won't be needing it much longer. Now, if there's nothing else.
No, nothing at all. Excuse me.
What on earth would you want to borrow from Nell Mangle?
Just a master key. I wanted to get a new one cast.
Why didn't you get someone else to do it?
Well, I just thought it'd be easier to do it myself.
Sorry I'm late. The lecture went way over time.
That's okay.
What are you reading?
It's on film theory and appreciation.
Well, Armstrong's no good. It's totally passé.
Oh?
Tell you who you should be reading. Pierre Terrell de Clivedon.
Is he a film writer?
No, he's a French philosopher. Contemporary. Really knows his stuff, you see. That's why the lecture went so long, because we're all talking about him and no one wanted to stop.
Perfect timing. I need someone to put out the big garbage bin for me.
Someone being me, I suppose.
Who else?
Won't be long.
Is that one of Mike's?
No, I borrowed it from the library. Mike says it's old-fashioned. Now he's raving on about some French philosopher I've never even heard of. You know, since he started uni, I just can't keep up with him.
It's all new to him, that's all. He's just excited about it.
Yeah, I know. But we're both doing such different things, we hardly have anything in common anymore.
Well, just because you're doing different things during the daytime doesn't have to change anything. Look at me and Des. You think I'm interested in banking? No way. He's not particularly interested in this place either. But it doesn't stop us loving each other.
Do you think I'm overreacting?
A little bit.
All signed, sealed, and delivered. Feels good.
Feel even better once you start making us rich.
Don't you worry. Now I've got enough money to expand, there's no end to what I can do.
Well, it's all finalised then.
We have been to the solicitors, we've signed the contracts, we are now officially partners.
I thought you three looked rather pleased with
It's
yourselves.
celebration time, Madge, especially for these two. They can sit back and watch the money roll in while I'm hard at work in the garage.
Oh, well, I won't be sitting back.
You're not suggesting I take you on as an apprentice, are you, Harold?
Of course not. But it does make sense that the garage take advantage of my managerial skills. I'm going to open up an office there as soon as possible.
You're not serious?
Of course.
But when we started talking about this first, I assumed that, you know, you'd be a silent partner.
I have no intention of being silent. I've already seen quite a few things that need changing in that garage, and I intend to see they're taken care of.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
They can sit back and watch the money roll in while I'm hard at work in the garage.
Oh, well, I won't be sitting back.
You're not suggesting I take you on as an apprentice, are you, Harold?
Of course not. But it does make sense that the garage take advantage of my managerial skills. I'm going to open up an office there as soon as possible.
You're not serious?
Of course.
But when we started talking about this first, I assumed that, you know, you'd be a silent partner.
I have no intention of being silent. I've already seen quite a few things that need changing in that garage, and I intend to see they're taken care of.
Hang on, sport. You don't want an office in the garage. It's a dirty place. You said so yourself.
Well, it won't take long to clean up. I don't see the problem.
Who said anything about there being a problem?
My word, it's stuffy in here today. Now, what about those drinks?
Make mine a double.
Pardon?
I said no trouble. A lovely lemon squash, thanks, Madge.
I'm surprised there's even a discussion on this. I'm financially involved. I want to be physically involved.
And I'm sure Rob's grateful, aren't you, Rob?
Yeah, right.
Well, these are just the sort of minor details you should be thrashing out before you really get down to it.
Like digging up the old foundations before pouring the new ones, eh?
Yeah, something like that.
Kick your shoes off. Dinner's just about ready.
Oh, smells delicious.
Thanks. Need to practice for when I move out. Lucky I've had such a good coach.
Well, I'm afraid this coach has not had any luck getting you a flat. Although I have been trying. Are you sure you won't change your mind? Obviously not.
I told you, Mum. Let me worry about the flat. I'll find one. Do you think this is thick enough?
Let's see. No, it needs more flour.
I'll do it on the weekend.
Oh, brilliant. Just when the rest of the world and his dogs aren't doing the same thing. Bed sits are as scarce as hen's teeth, I'm telling you.
OK, then we both look. I appreciate it. Oh, the Prince of Darkness.
G'day.
Henry, I thought the idea was you were supposed to be happy. You know, the happy clown mesmerising the children into buying ice cream.
So?
You look as if you've been hit by a truck.
What's the matter, Henry? Had a little tiff with Parker already?
Sue doesn't give me any trouble.
Charlene, this feud has got to stop. I won't have it.
Oh, give me a break. It's not all one-way traffic. I don't approve of him seeing Sue Parker, so what? He's not going to listen to what I say.
There's no need to needle him. He's your brother and he deserves your support. He's always been there to give you plenty when you've needed it.
It can't be that bad.
Believe it, it's that bad.
Okay, so Harold's a little more meticulous than you are. Pays a little more attention to detail.
A little? It's like letting Mary Poppins run loose in a strip club.
It hasn't happened yet.
Look, he wants to move in, make himself an office in the corner. He'll be watching me like a hawk. A man's got his pride, Gail. I built that business up from scratch.
And you would have been forced out of it if it hadn't been for Jim and Harold. You can't have it both ways, Dad. Partnership means compromise. You might have to adjust a little.
Oh, great, isn't it? He can turn the joint upside down for 6 months, then waltz out any time he feels like it.
You agree to the get-out clause in the contract.
Oh, don't remind me. Well, I suppose I better save her every last drop of this. Harold doesn't approve.
Maybe he doesn't know you well enough. Maybe he doesn't trust you.
Mongrel.
Well, that's easy enough to fix. Maybe we've been going about this all wrong.
All right, guys.
Just the one more, thanks. As soon as Gail's finished with the dad over there, we're stepping out with our VIP.
Oh, that Japanese fella.
Yeah.
I don't fancy that raw fish stuff myself.
Hey, you know what they say, Des? Little fish taste sweet.
Oh, you mean he's quite a catch?
Yeah, well, he could be the catch of the season. Well, he's a pretty big investor. And the end's looking pretty good at the moment, too.
Thanks, mate. You reckon he needs a bank this end, then?
I don't know. Yeah, I reckon we can give trade relations a bit of a nudge in that direction. Konnichiwa.
Yeah, bonsai. Oh, it's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was lovely, Charlene. Thank you.
Here, Ta.
I'm going to go and run a bath. I'll leave you two to clear up all this.
No worries.
So, is this big freeze part of new silent approach or just an occupational hazard? You can't ignore me forever, Henry. Okay, I badmouth Sue Parker. What else is bugging you?
I used to have a little sister. I used to like her a real lot.
So what's changed?
You.
Come on, Henry. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't care who you went out with.
If you loved me, you wouldn't be leaving home.
Hey?
Forget it.
No, wait a minute. Since when don't you approve of someone standing on their own 2 feet?
Just forget it.
Henry, don't play games. Talk to me.
You really want to know?
Yes.
It's a thing called family. Being someplace nice with people you care about.
I'll still see you.
When? Once a week, once a month? You know what that reminds me of? Visiting day. You don't know what you've got, Lenny. But go ahead. Turn your back on it anyway.
Come in.
Hi. Got a minute?
Sure.
There's stuff we need to talk about. I've made a decision, and since I've just copped heaps from Henry, you ought to have the chance to yell at me too.
What kind of decision?
I'm moving out. No, I need to get away. Everything's a mess at home. You and me arguing all the time. I just need some space.
Yeah, but where?
I'll find something.
So, what am I meant to do about it? Beg you not to?
Gone.
Well, why aren't you running to Warren with this, finding out what he thinks?
For the 10 millionth time, Warren is a friend.
Who's more important than me?
I'm not going to kick the guy when he's down. If you weren't so dumb, you'd realise I'm doing this for us.
Us?
We're tearing each other apart. Maybe if we had some distance...
Well, fine, move to Perth, get all the distance you want.
Scott, I don't want us to break up.
No, you want a nice, secure boyfriend who's happy about you going out with 15 other guys. Lots of luck.
Whatever happens to us, however we finish up, it won't be me ending it, Scott. Maybe I'll see you around sometime.
Oh.
There, is that helping?
Oh, as much as can be expected under the circumstances.
Oh, for pity's sake, Harold, it's not the end of the world.
Well, he actually took affront. I hope I don't rue the day that I got into this. Oh, match!
Sorry.
Phew. No, I'm sorry. It's me prattling on. You've got problems of your own.
Oh, don't remind me. Do you know, I used to come home for some peace and quiet. Now I think I prefer the chaos at work.
Do you know what we need? A nice, restful game of cards.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. What would you say to a little Russian canasta?
I don't know. I can't say as I've ever met one.
Oh, good evening, all. Not interrupting anything, am I?
No, of course not, Rob.
I thought Howard and me got off on the wrong foot this Salvo, and I wanted to set things right. Now, there's a bottle for you and some low-alcohol beer for me.
Yes, that's very nice, Rob, but really, we don't...
Don't go all funny now. Don't go all funny. Have a look at the label, see? Non-alcoholic.
Oh, I see.
Since Howard and me are working together, I thought I'd try to adapt to his way of doing things.
Good for you.
And I meant to have mentioned to Salvo, that is a snazzy tie.
Thank you, Rob.
Well, what's on the agenda for this evening, then?
Well, we were just about to settle down to a nice, quiet game of cards.
Is that a fact? You sly old fox, you. Must be true what they say about still waters, eh? Well, go on. Don't just stand there, Madge. Crack that bottle. Let's get into it.
Share a place. Me with you.
You'd like to, wouldn't you?
I'd love to, but...
Uh-oh, here comes the but.
Well, I can't just leave Nan stranded.
Stranded how? Financially?
Well, she relies on me, and it's not just the money. I'm about the only family she's got who'll put up with her. Look, I'm sorry. Maybe things will be different in a year or so.
Well, I'll be really set up by then. You can come and escape for a night.
Sounds like heaven. It's a pretty radical decision, though, isn't it?
What can I tell you? I'm a radical kind of girl. Just seems like the right time.
I guess we've all changed a lot since we've left school. You, me, Mike.
You guys aren't having hassles too?
Oh, we'll work it out. Uni's just exciting for him and he's making lots of new friends. Oh, excuse me.
Hi, Jane. I'm looking for Charlene. Is she?
It's okay, Jane. I can't stay anyway.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for the chat. I'll see you around.
Charlene, wait a minute, please.
Gotta go.
It doesn't matter what I say or what I do, it is always wrong.
Well, it's a tough time for her too, but I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, sure. She's had a job for all of 5 minutes and she thinks she can afford to leave home?
Well, it's her decision, Scott. You can't change that.
You mean you agree with it?
It's a question of priorities. Don't you love her, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Really love her?
Yeah.
Well, then you have to let go.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
Scott, listen to me. I'm serious. Let her get out. Let her fall flat in her face if she has to, but let Charlene do it herself.
It is crazy. What if she gets into trouble? What if she loses her job?
Scott, you haven't got any choice. She's going to do this with or without you.
Rosemary seems very happy with the way things are going at the moment.
Oh, with Mr. Udago, you mean?
The very same. She thinks I'm handling things all rather well.
I don't think I could handle too many more nights like tonight. He must have had a photo of about every relative in Japan.
Ah, it's tradition, though. Our family honour.
Don't send him out.
I'm not. In a way, I kind of like their sense of values. And if you look at the way they run their factories over there, you'd see how it works. You know, they even treat their staff like families, eh?
I noticed you hedged around the subject of your own marital prospects.
Yeah, well, I couldn't exactly tell him what I really think, could I? No, the only aisle I'm going to walk down from now on is a supermarket, and I mean that.
Sounds kind of lonely.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think you have to be married to avoid feeling lonely. Force of habit.
Well, you've got a choice. Either you break the habit or, I'll break the arm.
Gotcha.
Now, these pistons are designed to operate, wait for it, independently, eh? Brilliant at what?
Oh, fancy.
That's good, yes.
Now, when these pistons are housed in their self-lubricating casings, the whole unit packs in the size of a small lunchbox. Amazing what they can do, eh?
Oh, yes, amazing.
Yeah, all this tickle stuff, you know, changing all the time, every second. We'll have to keep on to it all, Harold, you know, keep our thumb on the pulse.
Oh, dear.
Bored him to death, have I? That's a pity.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Rob. It's very rude.
Oh, don't apologise, Madge. Here am I looking for a silent partner. Looks like I finally got one. Hey, there's the answer. Whenever he starts sticking his bib in, I'll just have to bore him back to sleep again.
What does all mod cons UCAVA pack refs S mean?
Nothing. Try reading it in English.
They're all like there's some sort of weird code.
And they're all very expensive.
I reckon.
There are hardly any bad sets. Paul Robinson said you could be looking for weeks.
You spoke to Paul? Well, he must have had some ideas. What else did he say?
Well...
Go on, Mum. What did he say?
Well, he suggested Lassiter's caravan, but that's
brainwave! That's perfect! The caravan! I'll grab it before anyone else...
Charlene, it's out of the question. I will not have my daughter living in a humpy.
It was good enough for Shane.
Shane was considerably older. Now, I said I would help you find a flat, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'll never afford a flat of my own. I'll have to share.
And Sue's looking for a place.
Oh, cute, Henry.
Are you going to start again? I don't go slagging your friends.
Maybe that's because I'm a bit more choosy about the company I keep.
Charlene.
Forget it. I'd rather eat in my room anyway. The wallpaper can be really interesting if you're in the right mood.
You never let up, do you?
Well, it's just Sue Parker. You know what she's like.
Yes, I think I do. She's a young girl, slightly misunderstood, who's trying to make a fist of things. Does she remind you of anyone else we know?
Me?
Well, there are similarities, Charlene. You expect a second chance from everybody. But there'll be snow on Ayers Rock at Christmas before you extend the same courtesy to Sue Parker.
Morning, all. Lovely
hello,
day.
Harold.
Something I said?
It's called a Ramsay dust-up. You'll get used to him.
Oh. I did say 8:45, didn't I?
I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
A bit late? That's not good enough. If I'm going to drive you to the garage, I expect you to be ready.
Oh, don't strangle yourself. We'll be there on time.
We should be early. Now, you're not going to take advantage of me being one of your new employers, are you?
Who, me? I'll clean my teeth and be with you in 2 shakes.
You're still angry about last night?
No, I just think you owe Rob Lewis an apology, that's all.
What for? For having the good sense to nod off while he droned on? The only reason he stopped for a breath was to wolf down more beer. Honestly, the man's got all the social graces of a garden snail.
Harold, the time?
Oh, yep, Charlene!
Oh, there, juice in the tank, air in your tyres, and you can almost see through the windscreen. Put it on tap, shall I?
No, it's probably getting out of hand. I'll settle up.
What, now?
Well, you got the account there, haven't you?
Yeah, well, all the figures are there. All I got to do is add them up. I'll pop it in the mail.
And waste the stamp. Go on, it won't take you long to do it. Oh, I get it. Behind in the bookwork, are we?
Well, you know how it is.
It's never really been your strong suit, has it? The girls aren't too wrapped in your deposit book either at the bank.
I'll do it myself.
Well, that's my point. You leave checks out, you fill in the form wrong, it doesn't even add up. Sometimes you don't even sign the thing. Oh, g'day, Harold.
There's a problem here?
No, not a problem, exactly.
Yeah, well, you're saying the books aren't up to scratch.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Look, I'm a mechanic, not an accountant. Would he know how to change a fan belt?
I'll fix up your accountants, okay.
Didn't take you long to start throwing your weight around, did it?
I'm not criticising, I'm merely making a point. Paperwork is my field of expertise, so while we're partners, why not let me handle it?
Which would leave you free to concentrate on the mechanical work.
Which is your field of expertise, right?
Well, I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, well, I'll fix up the account next time, mate.
All right,
That's right, is it? Yes,
Right
it is. Right, well, I'll get cracking on those books. Oh, and about last night. I shouldn't have nodded off like that. It was very rude, and I do apologise.
Righto.
Oh, right.
What are you looking at?
Yours, etc., etc., Paul Robinson. A copy to file and a copy to Rosemary.
Got it. Whoops. Oh, sorry, I was looking for the float.
So, how's the big real estate hunt going?
Oh, in a word, nowhere. Everything's so expensive.
Madge, you get what you pay for. Bricks cost. Caravan can be cheaper.
Oh, let's not start about that again. I made the mistake of mentioning it to Charlene. Her eyes lit up like a pinball machine.
Good.
Not good. I do not want my offspring flouncing around like Lawrence of Arabia. Anyway, it's far too dangerous.
At Lassiter's, come on, there's always somebody about the place.
Paul, I do appreciate you trying to help, but I want to see Charlene in a nice, clean flat. Somewhere where I know she'll be safe. Anyway, caravans are claustrophobic.
Well, maybe even that's an asset.
Please drop the subject. Charlene won't be taking over the caravan, and that's that.
Madge, level with me. The only reason you're going along with Charlene is because you know how headstrong she is. But deep down, you want her back home. Am I right?
Well, yes.
Well, let's get intelligent about this. Use a little psychology. Look, let Charlene take the caravan. And then let's just see how she handles the wind and the rain and the feeling of isolation down by the lake.
She'll be back home in 10 seconds flat.
For no other reason than to have a hot bath.
Oh, Paul, that's inspired.
Hey, that's what they pay me for. Deal?
Deal.
Good.
You scared me.
Charlotte, I need to talk to you.
Scott, I can't talk to you here.
Look, I've only got a free period till recess. It's important.
Okay, shoot.
Look, I've been acting really dumb lately. I've thought about everything you said, and I think I understand it now.
Good.
And if you want to keep seeing Warren and other guys, that's okay too. I think I can handle it.
I don't necessarily want to see
No,
other guys.
it's okay. I can handle it. If it's the difference between losing you and having you, well, it's a pretty easy decision. Look, I just want what makes you happy, okay? I love you.
I want to keep seeing you two. Had a lot of good times, huh?
Yeah.
Still heaps I got to sort out, though.
You're not Robinson Crusoe. A step at a time, okay? Hey, come on, get back to work before you lose this job too. Go on.